In the beginning, there was nothing, only an eternal being. After an eternity of eternities, this being felt alone. Thus, being began to dream. It dreamed it split into two. It dreamed of time, space, and light. It dreamed of stars and planets. Finally, being dreamed of life. Being loved these new life forms. Out of this love, being wanted to give life a gift. Consciousness. Being then decided to sacrifice itself in order that life may experience the blessing of awareness. Being fully entered the dream, losing a sense of itself completely and its original, infinite nature. What is life? Life is a dream. Some people like to call it a simulation, but really, it's a dream. Every night when you go to bed, you don't go into a simulation, you go into a dream. If life is a dream, then what is the meaning of life? To understand the meaning of life, you must first know what a dream is, and a dream is an experience. And that's what life is, an experience. But you don't want just any experience. You want to have the best experience possible. And what is the best experience? Money, for example, is only worth the kind of experience it can bring you. So what is truly the best and greatest experience? What is that thing that is most sacred, worth living for and worth dying for? The answer is so obvious. Love. Life is a dream, a very real dream. To be awake in the dream is to be lucid. Thus, I have chosen the name, Lucid Man, LM8.
Takes one candle to light billions. Y'all can call me Lucid Man, LMA, human lemons gate. I illuminate, I still elevate consciousness on the daily. Human elevator energy is so wavy. Y'all can call me Lucid Man, LMA, human lemons gate. I illuminate, I still elevate consciousness on the daily. Human elevator energy is so wavy.
Greetings, volunteer. We are the all-eternal, infinite oneness of the universe, the A-E-I-O-U. You have elected to journey from the 9th dimension and incarnate into the 3rd dimension to assist in the harmonization of the Earth realm. Your purpose is to illuminate the plane of Earth and prepare its population for the great awakening of human consciousness, the coming lucid age.
Your soul light shall enter into the body of a human child. You will forget all we speak of here. You will live as a human being, but you are not human. It will be your duty to remember, to reawaken to your true self and the true nature of your interdimensional heritage. In doing so, you will understand the pain of being human, and you shall be able to help them reach their highest potential, their divine birthright to spiritual sovereignty. These earthlings are good people, but their planet is still young. They are still learning and know not the deeds they do. They only need the light to dispel the darkness. Within your soul-like code, you have sacred wisdom necessary to save humankind in its darkest hour. You will be known as Lucid Man LM8. We will not be able to communicate again unless you succeed. Go now. Illuminate.
We are the infinite, dreaming of being finite, and we all carry a bit of that infinite in each of us. That is why I have chosen the lemniscate, the infinity symbol, as my emblem, to represent that eternal spirit within us all. I chose this symbol years ago, way before certain corporate entities adopted a version of it as their own. Along with my moniker, I have included the code letters LM8, meaning to illuminate, a shortened form of the word illuminate, and using the number 8 to symbolize infinity. I always wanted to be a superhero. This is the moment I've been waiting for my entire life. Magic is the mystery of meaning. Dreams and magic go hand in hand. Alejandro Horodowski created a concept called psychomagic. It is the idea of doing extreme acts or rituals in order to create positive changes within one's psychology. This film is my own experiment in psychomagic in order to create positive change in myself and the world. The superhero is a symbol of the higher self in each of us, and perhaps by doing something as extreme as embodying a living archetype, a superhero, I can get closer to my ideal self, my spiritual self, my enlightened self. What's my superhero power? I call it cosmic consciousness. This film is my own experiment in psychomagic. Through specific and unlikely synchronicities, the great spirit of the multiverse has given me another name. The original meaning of shaman is Skywalker. Shamans have also been called spiritual healer, priest, storyteller, oracle, visionary. It is a word that comes from Asia and is used to describe a phenomenon that exists in some way, shape, or form in cultures all over the world. Many will have only a vague notion of what this word means. Unless you yourself are one, how would you really know what one is? I myself am still figuring it out. Like I said, I did not choose this word. It was revealed to me via synchronicity.
I'm a cybernetic superhero with powers of consciousness. My name is Lucid Man LM8. Lucid Man. I'm a cybernetic superhero.
Alright, Lucid.
I'm a cybernetic superhero here to save the future of humanity.
Lucid man. Elevate. All right, and elevate means to illuminate to the 8, and that 8 represents infinity. I illuminate. I still elevate consciousness on the daily. Human elevator energy is so wavy.
What do you think you can do for as a superhero?
Main thing I'm trying to accomplish is to serve humanity. To be helpful, to contribute in some way.
Yeah.
Throughout my life, I've had a series of transcendental experiences, and I've been blessed with certain information, certain knowledge. I want to share this in a way that it can best serve humanity. I believe life is a dream. If life is a dream, to wake up in that dream is to become lucid. And when you become lucid, you can have more control over that dream. You can have more fun.
Lucid dreaming has helped me control some of my bad experiences with dreaming.
It's like to say enlightened or awakened.
Light and dark are actually one thing.
Yes, yes.
And to experience the good things, we must also accept bad things, no matter what they are. Just have to say yes to everything.
Right.
Because without light and dark, there's no experience, there's no dream, there's no life. Life is about the going between of this light and dark. It's an illusion we need.
Yeah, so we can
be in this
tell
reality.
their like difference.
Right. But deeper than that, it's everything is just one.
Yeah.
And then everything is nothing.
You know, if it turns out that life is a dream, yeah, I wouldn't be that surprised.
mirages and illusions. People getting lost, so it's confusing. Can y'all feel the energy we drew in? Life's a maze, follow the music. We're full of mirages and illusions. People getting lost, so it's confusing. Life's a maze, follow the music. Dragging energy to get the fuse lit. Dragging magic balls, true spit. Got a whole tribe that I rock with. On my Spock shit, Logic. Have you ever beamed up? If not, don't knock it. Music that is for the chosen few. Positive vibes for you, you. Lucid man, elevate, let them get a clue. While I'm turning blue like a new guy, Vishnu. I am not at all the man I used to be. Like a lot of people used to be asleep. Reality ain't really what it seemed to be. More than what you see, I'll call me yours epiphany. I went deeper and deeper. Deeper and deeper. Deeper and deeper. Went from blind to a seer. I went deeper and deeper. Deeper and deeper. Deeper and deeper. Time awakens a sleeper. Time to realize that we're all one. Time to realize we are each of us a sun. Time to raise up the vibration to the far stars, elevation. We're full of mirages and illusions. People getting lost, so it's confusing. Can y'all feel the energy we drew in? Life's a maze, follow the music. We're full of mirages and illusions. People getting lost, so it's confusing. Life's a maze, follow the music. Dragging energy to get the fuse lit. Futurist, flick of the wrist. Jedi levitating, apparition in the mix. Getting with the click, with the circle.
Y'all can call me Lucid Man, elevate, human lemonscape. I illuminate, I still elevate consciousness on the daily. Human elevator energy is so wavy. What's up, everybody? My name is Lucid Man Elevate. I'm a cybernetic superhero from a future dimension, come to help save the Earth using the power of cosmic consciousness. So everybody help me out one time. When I say elevate, y'all say consciousness. Elevate.
Consciousness!
Elevate.
Consciousness!
All right. And to that end, I wanted to ask everyone a question. What is the meaning of life?
What is the meaning of life? The meaning of life is the meaning, I guess, that you give it. Like it's up to the individual to go out and seek it and find it, I guess. The meaning is to find some meaning for yourself. I can't, define it for you or him or anybody.
I think the meaning of life is to create. You want to fulfill your soul's highest potential.
42.
There is no meaning of life, right? Just be happy. Do what you can to be happy before you die. That's it.
To understand the meaning of life, you must first determine what life is. And life is a dream. So then to understand life, you must first understand what a dream is. And what is a dream? A dream is an experience. So that's what life is. It's an experience. In a dream, money, for example, is only worth the kind of experience it can afford you. But you just don't want to have an experience. You want to have a good experience. So then the question comes, what is the best experience?
Elevated consciousness?
That's not wrong. That's not wrong. All right. The answer is love. So love is the greatest experience there is.
What is the meaning of life?
Fuck around.
When I was younger, I found a used book in a secondhand bookstore called Way of the Shaman by Michael Harner. In the book, there happened to be a bookmark with my name on it and a quote from Emily Dickinson. There's no frigate like a book to take us lands away. How right she was. Just the day before, I had been looking at a book about birthdays and read that Emily Dickinson and I had the same birthday. Needless to say, I bought the book. I read it immediately and learned the meaning of shaman. A shaman is a person chosen by the Great Spirit, one who undergoes some intense trauma as a child and is psychologically shattered. The candidate then takes the journey of self-healing, and in doing so, learns how to assist in the healing of others. I wondered, why these synchronicities with this book? I was hit by a lightning bolt when I realized this book is talking about me. My eyes welled up with tears. For the first time in my life, everything made perfect sense.
Fleeting glimpse that we will never get back. Like tears in the rain. Memories are what keeps us alive. And we hope that when our time comes and we are free from our physical form, we have somehow left our residual self in the subconscious of others.
The shaman is a role that goes deep to the very core of what makes us human. It is a sacred duty. The shaman goes on a vision quest and receives a spirit vision, and in sharing this vision, heals the tribe. I too have received a vision, and it was so beautiful. As a child, my father fed my imagination with comic books. I read them voraciously over and over again until their lessons of right and wrong became etched into my brain. I did my best to follow them. I was greatly inspired by Batman, especially when he said, "People need dramatic examples to shake them out of apathy." And I can't do that as Bruce Wayne. As a man, I'm flesh and blood. I can be ignored. I can be destroyed. But as a symbol, I can be incorruptible. I can be everlasting. A symbol, a magical sigil, a force for good. Evil succeeds when good people sit by and do nothing. To not act is to be subject to those who do. Even Frodo, who had the least desire for power of all, had to act, else be ruled by darkly intended interests. V said, "There is no flesh or blood within this cloak to kill. There's only an idea, and ideas are bulletproof." Lucid Man LM8 is an idea, one ripe for inception. For inception to be successful, the idea must be in its simplest, purest form.
Does it resonate, vibrate, power activate, love we emanate.
Yo, what's up everybody? My name is Lucid Man. I'm a cybernetic superhero from a future dimension. Come to help save the earth using the powers of cosmic consciousness.
Is it the spicy one? Josh, what was it? Yeah?
Yeah, here we go again, that's catch hands. They're not prepared, we're not into the square. Into the circle, talk till I turn purple. Your legal will spin around like a car.
Foster?
Oh yeah. Peter
Yeah, and the Foster Pretzels.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I was thinking
And Ben Affleck.
The following broadcast is an example of how to tune into the love vibration. Viewer discretion is advised.
What is one of your most beautiful memories?
One of my most beautiful memories.
The key thing here is to feel as much love as you possibly can. Just like when Harry Potter did the Expecto Patronum spell. Remember your most beautiful memories. Feel them deeply in your heart. Think about the people you love and who love you, those who sacrificed for you. Think about the children, the families. Feel it until you get goosebumps. Music can help. Let the feeling reverberate throughout your whole body. This is just one of many love meditation exercises you can do anytime, anywhere. This deep feeling of love heals the self and heals the collective. Feel this great love and radiate it out to the world.
Look at this, I'm talking to an alien.
We need new mythology, a new story by which to live. Society no longer provides the deep answers and meaning for existence that it once did. Humanity has grown and evolved, and with that has come the need to update our myths, those narratives that instruct us on how to live and why. We live in turbulent times. In 1977, Osho predicted this. He said, a time is coming where people would be driven mad by a hunger for something deeper. People have become tired by the unfulfilling ideas the mainstream has to offer. This is a society without an overwhelming spiritual appreciation. So dependent have we become on our technological toys to stimulate and distract us. Perhaps the primary force that has caused humanity to change is the rate at which information travels. In the beginning, information could travel as fast and far as a man could run. The acquisition of a horse made this faster. Then writing, the printing press, telephone, radio, TV, the internet, and now AI. This rate of information influences the technology that can be created from the accumulated data. Technology is power, and power without wisdom is self-destruction. That wisdom is love. A spiritual and scientific fact is that we are all connected. We are all one. Everything we do and are affects each other. If there is a lot of suffering somewhere in the world, that suffering goes out and affects the collective, adding disharmony to the global vibration. By that same token, when there is a lot of love in the world, that is helping to harmonize life on earth, both in the spiritual and material realm. When the collective human vibration becomes too disharmonious, too far away from the love frequency, there is disaster and destruction. We can see this idea played out in history and myth with the fall of Rome and Babylon, and in the story of Noah's Ark. A perfect metaphor for this idea lies in Ghostbusters 2. In Ghostbusters 2, the negativity of the city is attracting dark entities, and the Ghostbusters must raise the spiritual vibration of the city to dispel the ghosts. Supreme harmony, harmony of word, thought, and action, harmony in the song of the tiniest sparrow to the grand symphony of infinite oneness.
Universal peace, peace from the sun, moon, and the stars, peace from the gods of the earth and beyond. Get some off the bars, you know?
Alright, yeah, you got something for me?
Let's see what we got, bro.
I'ma kick it off, take it from the top to the bottom. Yeah, you know I go within. I'm about to jump in and swim with the orcas and the dolphins. Find me a mermaid and go enjoy life, cause you know that's how we were meant to live. We were meant to just focus on strife. We're meant to just appreciate and enjoy that LOVE. That's that most purest, most highest energy that'll help you truly see. They say love is blind, but only when you got love do you got real eyes.
can't just elevate, and this is how we do. Yeah, we co-create, we understand exactly what we're living on. My brother Shia, you know we're gonna bring it on to the moment where we can just come right here, yes you know, under this one sun, unified as a people, yes you know, worldwide. Throw out them snakes, yeah, the dragonflies. How we're gonna do it like that man. Shout out to the guys.
How can people elevate consciousness?
In order to elevate consciousness, first thing people must do is ask the right questions.
The connectivity of the internet brings this human oneness together even more strongly, making this the most dangerous and opportune time ever in the history of humankind. Dangerous if illusions become popular, and opportune if enough people can collectively tap into deep, authentic vibrations of love. We could save the world if enough of us take the power that resides in every one of our hearts, love. If enough people get on a deep love vibration, that love could spread to the collective and result in a domino effect, healing every single human on earth. To save the world, you must first diagnose what the world's problem is. And the world has but one problem: we don't get along, a direct result of the lack of love. If we actually worked together and stopped all the fighting, the competing, the wars, if we truly became one global family, we could pool all of our resources, all of our people and technology. We could find the solutions to all of our issues, such as the environment and energy. Humanity was meant to face these obstacles and overcome them, becoming wiser and stronger in the process. The difficulties force us to grow and evolve. It's like the chick and the egg. If you help the chick break out of its shell, it won't survive because it won't develop the necessary muscles it gets from breaking out of the egg. We must break out of this metaphorical egg of darkness and get back to the light. In the end, these difficulties are a blessing that help us learn gratitude and to become better people. The universe is conspiring for us. We only need to take up the challenge that is being presented. We are the ones we've been waiting for.
Coming up swimming in clouds in the evening, living and breathing, give and receive, and keep on believing. Half angel, half feeling. I'll give you a reason to hear out my words. With spiritual matters, I'm kinda her nerd. Not one of the hurt, cause I walk on my own. I am a man, so that means I'm grown. I am a God, cause I've been in that zone. I'm more than flesh, blood is some bone. Mine was a soul that I willed and I home. We are all one because we're not alone. We're not alone. We are all one because we're not alone. We're not alone. I got connections, so we keep on home. E.G. from home. Free in the dome. Free in the dome. Free in the dome.
We have everything we need to save ourselves. All we need to do is find that perfect balance between technology and nature. We can see this symbolized via Wakanda in the first Black Panther movie, which features a society that honors the spiritual aspect of life and its connection to ancient tribal traditions. In other words, it values its shamans and is aware of the spiritual aspect of life. Wakanda also has the most advanced technology on Earth. This is the future we must create, spirit and science becoming one. I believe that Star Trek is a prophetic future we are meant to create. It's a future again where humankind has found the perfect balance between nature and technology. And yes, I do believe, just as in the Star Trek mythos, once we reach a certain level of evolution, we will join a larger universe of extraterrestrial civilizations and then face the new challenge of getting along with other alien races. I've been blessed with a life punctuated by transcendental experiences, starting when I just turned 18, the most recent of which was a few years ago. On the night of December 4th, 2016, I undertook a vision quest. Earlier in the afternoon, an eagle cry was heard strangely near. That was a good omen. This was the most recent vision in a lifetime of such experiences. It was powerful and clear. In deep meditation, I let go of my ego and experienced pure being and oneness, pure consciousness. It was bliss. Then I began to see things in the mind's eye. I was given a vision. I saw a tsunami wave of love energy engulfing the earth and healing all of humanity. I saw the end of the dark ages and the dawn of a new age. I saw complete love, understanding, forgiveness, and compassion. I saw even those who we consider most evil would also be healed, and that their only hell would be the guilt of not knowing what true love is, and that too would be forgiven. I saw those lost in the darkness putting up psychic walls of self-defense made out of greed, selfishness, and fear, and saw these walls completely shattered by the waves of love energy. I saw that all the so-called power players of the world were nothing but pawns in the divine game, and the only true power was God. I saw that all the bad that anyone had ever done was on some level understandable, and that no one was truly all bad. I saw there was nothing to fear. All we had to do was let go of fear and let our attention focus on the light, focus on the love, in order to feed the love vibration with our energy. I saw a great blossoming of human consciousness. I saw to heal, we must feel. We must tap into feeling, something many people cannot do because of their own inner emotional blocks. We must feel as much love as we possibly can. By opening that connection to heart and soul in each of us, I saw all of the darkness and destruction of the world being dispelled as pure illusion, like when Buddha turned Maya's attack arrows into flower petals. I saw an endless sea of awakened beings, Buddhas spreading love and light. The phrase, "We got this," kept echoing in my thoughts. There is nothing to fear. Great beauty and harmony are coming. I know it. One may say, this is just your wishful thinking. To that I reply, no, this is a shaman vision. Tribes are healed by the visions of shamans. 1 week after this spirit vision, there were several striking synchronicities involving the symbol of a crown. These synchronicities are further proof that the invisible hands of a higher benevolent force are at work, and I believe they are directly related to the opening of the crown chakra. Every civilization has its priest shamans. The role of a priest shaman is to carry knowledge of the transcendental and use it in service of others. There is something greater than this world, something more real, something called spirit, and it truly exists. If there was truly nothing greater, and we are merely atoms and particles, as the materialists would claim, then that would mean our actions are insignificant and carry no great weight or meaning. And if that were true, there would be no higher morality, and there would be no intrinsic consequences to hurting others. But there are, and those consequences come from ourselves. In other words, if someone killed another, this would ultimately cause the perpetrator great suffering in some way, shape, or form, because that is in violation of the law of the universe, and that law is love. And love says, we are all one. What you do to another, you do to yourself. Humanity does not live by bread, aka matter, alone. We need more than just food and shelter. We need spirit. We need meaning. The world is in great pain, and that pain is driving people mad. This is exactly why we need a massive level of healing on a grand scale. I too know pain. Many do, and many are completely ignorant to the nature of true pain, which makes it easy to judge the insane ways in which people act out. I have seen that everything is understandable if we only knew the truth of what each other has been through. My pain pushed me to the point where I had no choice but to live a life dedicated to spiritual healing. Then again, we always have a choice. I chose to spend thousands of hours on activities dedicated to inner self-development. Thousands of hours in flow state. I curated a mind of silence, focus, and concentration. I wrote my thoughts and feelings, my desires and fears, endless shadow work. All my time was devoted to being in a room by myself, and that continues to this day. And I took it to an extreme that most would fear to go. They could never tolerate such endless solitude. Many could not even take one day of solitude, much less a lifetime. And then, when I did really sit down to meditate, I had experiences that most people cannot fathom or even imagine. I became one with the universe and connected with my higher self repeatedly. Few will have experienced such a thing only once. Can you imagine experiencing shamanic bliss and oneness again and again over the course of a lifetime? I did not seek out these experiences. They happened as a natural consequence of my inner development. What really gives these transcendental occurrences relevance is the wisdom that became so blatantly obvious. This is how I came by the power of cosmic consciousness.
Are you aware of the existence of a higher benevolent force?
Oh, absolutely, yes, 100%. Aware of and believe, aware of, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, absolutely. What my experience was getting like information beamed into me from a benevolent spirit, benevolent energy, whatever you want to call it. And it was just a really simple message. It was, before this happened, I wanted to be a hermit. I wanted to just check out of this, the reality that I grew up around. But this message I got was like, don't disappear, be good, do good.
Things don't happen to you, they happen for you.
Yes. Well, I think if there was one, that would be the case. It would be like happening for you. The idea of God's plan,
Yes.
and even going back to the ancient Greeks, is the idea of destiny. That everything is written, and we are just going through it. And even from Hinduism. Long time ago, 4,000 years ago, we're already talking about this idea of destiny. It is God's plan for you to do these things. Regardless of your intentions and what you believe you're doing, there is a higher power out there looking out for you, and that you are part of this grand design, and that you have essentially no say in what you do. Everything has already happened and is happening simultaneously.
Yes. The universe is conspiring for you. I've had a series of transcendental experiences. And one thing that I've learned from it is that life is a dream. To be lucid is to be awake in the dream. And when you become lucid in the dream, you can have more control over the dream. You can have more fun in the dream. My goal in this is to help share the lucidity by becoming a symbol of it.
It's your friendly neighborhood, Lucid Man, LM8. Come in and bring it. It's your friendly neighborhood, Lucid Man, LM8. Coming and bringing them higher than anyone has ever seen. I mean anyone. How much is anyone? How much is any son? Not with a crown and you know it's a heavy one. And it's so good cause my mind is a steady one. Yeah, they can't handle it when I have any fun. Now they ready, son. Now they ready. They're feeling venomous as I get into this. Who is the hero and who is the villain is? Who is the hidden hand? Who is just killing us, filling us up? Manipulation and gassing us up. I'm asking question, not passing it up. Back in the matrix and ready to take it to leveling up. We settling up, they metal enough. Making and waking a horror phenomena. Yeah, we are human and not an automaton. I am a shaman and ready to get it on with any agent or any Decepticon. It is the mind. They're projecting on, wake up the soul for wisdom like Solomon before our times. Or what we are falling on. Mine is a temple and sacred like Parthenon. Yeah. Sacred polygons. It's a whole new generation, hug good feelings, this is true. We gon' let the nonsense go, yeah, we do what we gotta do. People tripping, blipping, and that's okay, I'm not mad at you. Lucid Man is in your hood, got people saying Batman who? It's a whole new generation, hug good feelings, this is true. We gon' let the nonsense go, yeah, we do what we gotta do. People tripping, blipping, and that's okay, I'm not mad at you. Lucid Man is in your hood, got people saying Batman who? Batman who? Batman who? Batman who? Got people saying Batman who? When you ascend to another dimension, there will be some turbulence. Maybe you've heard of it, yeah, I'm sure of it. Now I am cured of it, energy purified. God, I'm so curious, feeling how so am I right on my Pegasus. Been to the brink of this conscious precipice. Don't make a mess of this time that we ended this. I'm in the Phoenix time for a new genesis. A new genesis to replenish this. A perfect
perfect balance in nature and man. Man is the mind, but they don't understand. They do what they can, but it ain't enough. Like I said before, we need leveling up. The energy waves enveloping us are triggering changes so deep within us. New evolution, we're moving on up. Choosing our destiny, yeah, we choose love. What's most sacred in life? What's worth living for? Worth dying for? Only love. It's a whole new generation, hugger feelings, this is true. We gon' let the nonsense go, yeah, we do what we gotta do. People tripping, blipping, and that's okay, I'm not mad at you. Lucid man is in your hood, got people saying Batman who? It's a whole new generation, hugger feelings, this is true. We gon' let the nonsense go, yeah, we do what we gotta do. People tripping, blipping, and that's okay, I'm not mad at you. Lucid man is in your hood, got people saying Batman who? Batman who? Batman who? Batman who? Got people saying Batman who? I just wanna bring a little illumination to the situation. Get lucid.
He's brought a few things for us to share with us tonight. We're going to turn the mic over to him. Let our boy Lucid Man show us what he's got. Check it out right here. This is Lucid Man in Zuki's house.
All day, baby. Let's go.
This is a way that maybe we can actually help heal the world. We're all connected in the fact that we're all human. We're all on this human frequency. If you have a lot of pain somewhere in the world, then that pain is going to ultimately spread to everyone. Consciousness is like the ocean, and we're like fish in the ocean. We can't see it, but it's all around us, and it's affecting us, and we're affecting each other. If you had a lot of love in the world, this could also spread to other people. And if you had enough people on a deep level of the love vibration, then that could create a momentum that would eventually spread and go to everyone and help heal the world. Does that make sense?
All day.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Preach.
Yeah.
Here's the thing though, a lot of people, they can't really get on that deep love vibration. They have too many grudges. They're too much into superficial desires, into distractions. They think that they're deeply on that love vibration, but they haven't done their shadow work. They haven't healed themselves. So that's something that those who are aware of the power of consciousness, that's something you gotta do. You gotta do your shadow work. You got to learn to process all of your experiences, especially the dark ones. in order to get to the light. Because life is a dream. And to be awake in a dream is to become lucid. And to become lucid in a dream is to take control of your own destiny. My symbol is the infinity symbol to represent the eternal soul of humanity. That part of us that's immortal.
Paul.
So me being a superhero,
O wise and powerful dragon, what guidance have you for those seeking lucidity?
Star Child, within all souls resides the eternal dance of yin and yang. Seek balance. It is the harmony of opposites that brings true enlightenment and lucidity.
How can one achieve harmony in a world of such chaos and turbulence?
As the river flows through the mountains, as the wind blows through the trees, let your spirit move in accordance with the rhythms of nature. Embrace change as a dragon embraces the storm with grace and strength.
What is the meaning of life?
Life is but a journey of transformation. Just as I shed my old scales to grow anew, so too must you shed your attachments and fear to evolve into your true essence. Still the mind, as calm waters reflect the stars. Listen to the whispers of the wind and the music of the earth. It is in silence that the greatest wisdom is revealed. Remember, young hero, the dragon's power lies not only in its lightning and thunder, but also in the ability to soar above the clouds, viewing the world with clarity and compassion. Go now and share these jewels of wisdom with those who would cherish them. May your journey align with the Tao and follow the true nature of the universe.
Thank you, great and exalted dragon. The true master is a teacher who practices what he preaches. Don't just take my words as truth. Consider carefully and think for yourself if they carry wisdom. You see, Earth is soul school, and we are all soul children here on the planet to learn about one thing: love. Everyone you see on this planet is a child, no matter how old they are. This is why humans seem so ridiculous, because we are children, divine babies. During one of my transcendental experiences, I saw myself as a baby of the universe. As I looked up, I saw infinite gods, infinite rainbow manifestations of God, and they showered me with infinite love and light. They cheered me on toward enlightenment, the same way you would cheer on a baby to take its first steps. I said, "No, I'm not good enough. I am a failure." But they continued to cheer me on in infinite unison, and I began to believe. I cried, tears of humility, joy, and love. Just then, in the distance, I saw something flying towards me. It was an Egyptian falcon with infinite rainbow feathers of light. It came closer and closer until it hugged me, and its infinite light energy poured into my body, filling me with the purest love and light. What is love? Love is the spiritual glue of the universe that holds everything together. Love is a giving. It's like a breath of fresh air that breathes out and never needs to breathe back in. To feel the love, you don't necessarily need anyone to give it to you. You just love. It's the deepest gratitude and appreciation. It's knowing we are all connected. We are all one. I'm not like those other guys. I come from another dimension of time and space. One made of pure love, pure light. Yeah, let me take you there.
Even I don't see you. Feel you. Everything I see through. Can it be real?
Time to wake up. Got 'em on lock from bottom to top. I'm about to drop like a meteor rock. I'm about to give him an electroshock. Yeah, mama free from a tick-tocking clock. I am the one in the night that goes knock. I'm on a spaceship, a rocket with Spock. Don't give a fuck about what they think. We are all ignorant and on the brink. All the more arrogant less that you think. All of your confidence gone in a blink. Once you all made aware that you don't know nothing. Trying to be something you're not. Sharp as a blade cause you down on the spot. These cowards, they got no finesse. Neanderthals that cannot pass a test. Minds full of noise and animal needs. I am a farmer and planting some seeds. Infertile soil that's deep in the mind. From the dirt to the gold, the alchemical sign. We're all connected, we're all one. Quantum entanglement.
Even I don't see you. I can feel you. Everything I see through. Can it be real?
To be a real one, your heart must be true. Unbreakable piece of the mind. Some people they ain't got no peace they can find. Some people are living a lie. Some people are living to die. I like to ask questions like why? Why is it even like this? Where can we go to go get all the bliss? When can it be? There's only now. Waste of money, man, your dope was a doubt. Time we see life as a dream, mono-like beam. I am a full-time floating down the stream. Everything cream, man so serene. Life can be mean, know what I mean? Yeah. We are some babies, it's all new to me. Life is as hard as you need it to be. To make you strong in the marathon. If you won't last long, learn how to bend. Soul is eternal, learning never ends. Whether these friends are just fair with their friends. I'd rather be lonely than have to pretend. One with the galaxy, stars in my bed. Stars in my bed. Stars in my head. What is love? Love is the greatest force there is. Even I don't see you. I can feel you. Everything I see through. Can it be real?
I'm lucid, man, because life is a dream, and to be awake in the dream is to become lucid. LMA means to illuminate, with the 8 representing infinity, illuminating to infinity. And I've chosen the infinity for my symbol to represent that eternal soul that lies within us all. When I say elevate, y'all say consciousness. Elevate.
Consciousness!
Elevate.
Consciousness!
It's survival. Right? That's what we've come from, is to survive. That's all we've ever done, is just surviving. And now we've got to a point where we don't necessarily need to survive anymore. Most of our needs are catered for. And now we think, well, what do we do? And it's the thing that philosophers have been doing for thousands of years, is wondering, well, if I ain't got nothing to do, well, what the fuck do I do? And a German philosopher, fuck knows what he's called, he talked about, he said there's different steps to the meaning of life. First of all, you take nature and you build something useful from it. So you take a tree and you build a chair. And then the next step is maybe, well, you've got a chair now, but then what happens if you just, build something different that has no use? For example, art has no practical use. I can't sit on it, I can't sleep on it, I can't eat it, and yet it exists. And it starts with one man changing his environment, so taking a rock and throwing it to a river and causing a ripple, realizing that I am here, I can change this world. And then taking this world and making something that they can use, a chair, a bed, food. And then it gets to a point where it becomes art, where at the end of the day, it has no use, and yet I can do it. And so this guy said, you know what, that is the meaning of life, to make something that has no use.
Being so industrious can take us away from that sense of spirituality, that humbleness.
Is your existence only the
result of a random series of events?
Typically, I assume not. For some reason, I feel like there's a reason, but I don't have a rational explanation for why. But I don't feel like I'm here by accident.
The mathematics of the knowledge, wisdom, and culture coming through, yeah, dodging all the vultures. Try to lock us down, so that we're gonna stay free. I get the bars and instead of make it ladder for me to climb up higher, yes, you know, to the clouds in the streets. How we do it, yes, you know, we're moving like ninjas in the night. Gotta write my name right with them style, yes, your brother Niski gonna bring it tight to sound wise. Cause we got them questions locked, like my brother Shah Dry, yes, he brings it up.
About to go where we never been before. About to open this door to another dimension. I thought I already mentioned, I thought I already told you. I didn't come through to scold you. I came through to elevate you. You can call me the elevator. I'll make you go faster, so you can call me the Flash. You can call me the escalator. Yeah, I'm the radiator, have the energy.
Yes, yes, 1, 2, follow me down this pathway. But you get your own. Gotta light the light, so you find your own way home. You should know amongst the stars how we do it. Yes, my brother, stay infinite.
Yeah, just like the Batman, when you conquer your inner demons, it becomes part of your power. Just like that man, or you fall into the chaos like the Joker. People don't want to go deep. People want to stay asleep. People want to just keep eating what they eat, being what they be. They don't want to go deep. People want to see what they want to see. People don't want to see what they don't want to see. They don't want to look deep. They don't even want to peep where the shadow creep. They don't want to take that leap. Now waking up, that's a feat. Telling people that they're asleep, that's a beef. Clickbait's meant to piss you off the tweet. Let me repeat. Time to go deep. Time to sow what we want reap. Connect to earth dirt with bare feet. Not compare, not compete. Human relationships, how to treat self and other. Be a child, not sheep. Childlike, not childish to keep. That purity real deep. So much love that we won't weep. So much support because we got heaps. So much foundation because we went deep. Don't stay asleep when that alarm clock go beep. Make the dream reality. Don't just dream to sleep. It's time to go deep. Thank you, thank you.
What is our consciousness all about?
Consciousness is like the ocean, right? And we are all fish in this ocean. And the things that we do in the ocean, it affects everyone else on some level.
We're connected in so many different ways. That electrochemical way we're talking about, connected through...
We're connected through consciousness.
Yeah, our perception, our agreed on perception of what is happening, like in our agreement. I think a brain in a jar is still giving off electricity and stuff like that. So, yeah.
Good point.
Yeah, so...
to feel and think requires using a certain amount of energy.
Yeah.
So that shows that there is a scientific force there, a physical force.
To love the self is to treat yourself like you would your own child. Many cannot connect to a deep state of love. They have too many grudges, too much fear. They have desensitized themselves. They have lost the ability to feel, to have empathy, to have intuition. A smart man only knows what a wise man feels, and the wise are ruled by love. It's easy to love those who do things for us, those who care for us. Difficult to love those we don't get along with or those who hate us. Yet it is exactly that kind of love that can heal the world. When in a deep state of love, it is scientifically proven that our bodies operate at their optimum health capacity. It's the greatest force there is. What is greed or excess wealth compared to a mother's love? What is worth living for and worth dying for? Only love. Many claim to act out of love when really they act out of ego or fear. Love is humble, respectful, quiet, and sincere. Love is light, is life. True beauty, true divinity is made of one thing, love. How deep is your love? Right now, you're listening to the love frequency. Tune in and let them pick up the pieces. Consciousness directly and indirectly affects reality and each other. If we all made a conscious effort to get into a more loving mindset, emitting a vibration of total peace and harmony, we could start a healing domino effect that would heal the entire world. It means getting onto this love vibration as often as you can, not just at certain times, though that is also good. If we came from a more sane and loving mind state, humanity's actions would also be elevated naturally. The meek shall inherit the earth. If you are an empath, then your role may be more important in this. For empaths, not only do they feel others' feelings more, but reversely, they also have the ability to project their own feelings onto others. Empaths have often been thought of as weak, but this is not true. Their great sensitivity is a superpower, and it will be their job to help connect the emotions of all the world and guide it towards love, light, and life. It is they who are deeply sensitive who have the greatest capacity to feel love and be truly awake and aware, to be one with spirit. This does not mean to indulge in sentimentality, but to master the emotions and balance them with the help of a logic that goes beyond the superficial, beyond the obvious. Many cannot feel so deeply. They've turned their own hearts cold. They've been desensitized and overly stimulated by the digital illusions and mirages of the Matrix. They've run away and numbed themselves to their own pain and that of others. To feel is the great gift of being human, and this is why no computer technology could ever compare with a human soul. To feel is to have soul. Soul music is music with deep feeling. The more soul you have, the more you feel. On the flip side, when you get lost in feeling, when you have too much Luna, you fall into lunacy. So the feeling must be balanced with logic. One must also be able to detach from personal feelings of ego to really be aware of the higher truth.
Reality. Everything is made of matter and energy, but you know it goes beyond that. That's a spirituality. It goes beyond anything you can smell, touch, or see, or even hear. I have no fear.
People try to stack the cash, but you know that shit, it's gone too fast. Yeah, me, I try to stack the knowledge, flip that round wisdom. What you got, it's not dollars, instead it's jewels of the mind. Yeah, something that you spend, flicker every time, infinite you can't apply. Teach a man to fish, and you know he's got the style. I understand that we must each one teach one. I believe that's the path that we can easily spread that fast. Spread the love, man.
Spread the love. Appreciate you.
Appreciate it, dog. Let's roll.
Let's do it.
Reality is like a spiritual video game of karma, complete with karmic traps to keep you here in the cycle of karma. God created the game, then put God's self into the game and willingly forgot its original, infinite nature. Why, you ask? Same reason we like to create and play games. For fun.
You said that you were going to come in as like a superhero getup, and like this is cool. And like I was wondering, like, what's your inspiration?
I believe the superhero represents my highest self.
Making something real by doing it as a ritual, doing it for real, doing something kind of extreme to help it become real. This is my way of spreading a message, sharing knowledge and information, attempting to become the best version of me.
lucid, y'all say man, lucid, hey, lucid, hey.
It's an age illumination about to pop. It's an evolution that they cannot stop. Got a lot of wisdom and it's time to drop. Spreading good vibrations like it's my job. Like some mate, psychedelic pump on the cow. Next phase, elevation cause we going up. In a cycle, got pyramids in Cairo. Connected to the stars. We about to
Some do not believe in the power of consciousness. 1 year after 9/11, 2001, on September 11, 2002, the first anniversary of the World Trade Center tragedy, the New York Lottery produced the numbers 911. This is no coincidence. The intense thought and emotion put into the numbers 911 showed for all to see the ability for human consciousness to affect reality, especially in such large numbers of people, all thinking and feeling the same thing. Imagine how we could harness this great power for good. Imagine how this power has wreaked havoc and chaos unintentionally around the world. With our internet technology making us more connected than ever, the directed power of human collective consciousness is more relevant now than at any other time in human history. We don't need everyone to be on the strong love vibration for there to be a global effect. True love is the greatest force there is. We just need enough people to know this and feel it deeply. Consciousness affects reality, and we have the power to save ourselves. We are the ones we've been waiting for. Imagine the power of faith when you know it has power. Faith helps the thing you have faith in become real. You need to feel to make it real. Feel good to heal good. How deep can you feel? Feeling is soul. The more you can feel, the more soul you have. spend as much time as you can every day to get goosebumps at how mystical and amazing the universe is. Meditate every day, or at least go deep into meditative activity, silence, and flow state. Do shadow work. Read, write, ponder, create, dance, work, chop wood and carry water. Exercise. Take care of your body. Love thyself. Heal thyself to make a healthy self. Realize there is a higher benevolent force at work that loves you as the sacred divine being you are, no matter who you are. Every soul is a star made of pure light. Every mind is a universe constantly expanding. Every heart is an earth pulsating with life. The universe is a great symphony, and every being is a player, and all the sounds, all the vibrations come together to make a great harmony. It's time for us to ascend to a higher level. We must. The time has come. It has been foreseen in the shamanic vision. You must be the light in a world of increasing darkness. You must become lucid in a world of dreams. Lucid Man, LM8, signing off. Elevate consciousness constantly. Stay lucid.
A mythical story in a mystical land of endless fantasies. A man who believed in the mysteries. Epic story of the spirit. A people who believed in the magic of the earth.
It's your friendly neighborhood, Lucid Man, LM8. In the year 2011, I had a dream. Now, before I tell you the dream, I want to tell you what I think it means. The meaning of the dream is that we must make an effort to reach our higher selves, and if enough people don't, then this could be the outcome. We can't just assume everything will be okay while we sit around occupying ourselves with mindless entertainment. The dream was this. I found myself in a transparent alien spacecraft flying in the sky. There was a being there who appeared to be made of energy. He had a long, slender body and elongated head. Later, when I saw the movie AI, I realized it looked the same as the beings at the end of the movie. The being motioned for me to look around, and when I did, I was shocked by what I saw. Endless destruction, buildings upon buildings destroyed, and all the people dead. It motioned for me to take a closer look. It used some kind of telekinetic power to pick up the buildings and show me more. It allowed me to look inside the buildings, and I could see that all the people were living their daily lives, cooking dinner, doing homework, watching TV, when all of a sudden some great calamity happened and everyone died. I looked and was speechless. I didn't know what to think or what to say, but it was clear this being was one of compassion. He was showing me as if to say, this is what could happen. All of a sudden, I got a phone call. It was my uncle, in real life, telling me not to come for dinner this week because he was too busy. The phone conversation lasted about 30 seconds, and then I went right back to sleep, right back to the dream. Immediately, I was in the same dream, but this time it was different. This time, I was running for my life as a wave of destruction followed me, which was very much like a scene in the movie 2012. As I ran for my life, I felt no fear. It was as if I was watching the dream from a third-person perspective. Then, I woke up. Like I said, I believe this dream was a message telling us that yes, such destruction could happen all over the world if we don't learn to forgive, if we don't reach for our higher selves. We are meant to face these difficulties and overcome them. And if we don't, it may truly be a horrific end of the world.